Hi, I'm Alan Wendt, and we're at Dealer Week in Tampa with MRAA, and Jeff Haradine is with us. Barletta Boats, if you don't know their story, screamed onto the scene in 2017. I remember it well at the Minneapolis Boat Show. And still today, probably one of the most innovative players when it comes to pontoons, as pontoons have been redesigned, I guess, a second time in the last decade or two, have a totally different look, totally different components. Is this one of the keys to success, not only for your brand, but for the category of pontoons as we try to attract new consumers into the marketplace?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. You know, we talk about innovation being a core staple of what we do and what we offer at Barletta. And I would go so far as to say it's true across the entire boating community. Innovation matters. The consumer is constantly looking for and maybe attracted by what's next in the boat space. And I think we can wrap all of that around providing a great experience to the boaters out there. You know, it's not unusual that many of our owners will have had several different style boats, but there's a reason they stepped into a Barletta at that moment, or maybe whatever other brand they're looking at. And so we've got to keep innovation just at the core of what we do, both at Barletta and in the overall boating community.
Does this speak to the pedigree of the consumer that's out there today, that they might be looking for something a little more, willing to spend more money for something that in the past was your grandfather's pontoon that just had the seat and the bench and that was it?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Certainly pontoons have come a long way over the last 30 or 40 years. And what we see and what I think the market is telling us, pontoons still spend an awful lot of their time at 4 and 5 miles an hour doing a nice sunset cruise, being that engaging kind of conversational area. But it's not too bad to take the kids tubing once in a while. We're finding more and more we're pushing the boundaries of a traditional pontoon boat in terms of rough water. We're running them on bigger lakes. We're starting to get a pretty good amount of activity in the coastal markets. So we're running out the inlets and up and down the coast now with the pontoons, and really just chasing that overall experience. If you can be more to that buyer, fit more of their day as they progress through their day or even through their boating career, it just bodes well for selling them more product.
We're talking about recalibrating the industry as we look forward to some of the challenges in 2024. How do you recalibrate your dealers who are selling these boats? How do you get them to think different to build that relationship with their end buyer?
Oh, that's a great question. I find many of the dealers at their core have that desire to please. They have that, just kind of a community atmosphere. It's why many of us are even in the boating segment, right? We fell in love with boats, we're boaters, and now here we are making a career of it. And so I think many of us have that, in our hearts and in our minds. But there's a leap in business maturity that all of us have to take. We have to be, the consumer's moving so daggone fast right now, and we've just got to be paying close attention to how we're treating the consumer, what we're doing differently, what technology is out there for us to get better. Because many of us are still, running, small and medium-sized businesses at best, and we have to be, cognizant of how big our teams are. We have to do as much as we can with the resources that are at our disposal. And so I think as I think about the dealer, as I think about our role in that relationship with the consumer, we got to pack a lot of punch with the resources we have. But always wrapped around that end buyer, that consumer. And
Bill, when you were part of the startup in 2017 on this product, you guys, I don't want to say rated, but you paid a top dollar for premium skilled technical people, craftspeople to come in and build your boats. What was the reason for that, and what does that say to today's dealer who has to find service technicians that are above notch in a time period when they're going, man, I need to find a way to save some money?
I would not start there. We need to find it in our P&Ls, in our profit models to hire great people, because you can just look at any good business and it's about great people first and foremost. You can do nothing after that if you don't hire great people and have a great team. I would say all else is for naught. You build a great team. Now you can put some culture in place. You can get your values going and get those moving in a great direction. And it's maybe around that people and the values and the culture that the other awesome things within a business can start happening. Innovation, service, product quality, etc.
And you don't even have to look at the price. I mean, obviously your pontoons come with a premium price tag, but everything on there is a little extra. And it's an extra that people admire. The doggy gate. I just looked at one of your boats down on the showroom floor here, where a dog can literally see through. You know, our little four-legged creatures come out with us on the water. Are there things like that that you find from consumer surveys, or is that just part of your company culture that you think that's what we need to add?
Oh, we're not that smart to figure it all out on our own, right? I think really the magic of it is we listen deeply to the customer. We're paying attention. You'll find our team is very engaged every chance we get within our dealerships. Also very much at all the boat shows we go to all winter long. And it's not just my sales team at the boat shows. Our product development people are there. The marketing teams go. Our executive team is regularly attending boat shows, because you just never know when that one little comment about a pain point for a customer turns into something that we put into our product. So,
and the dealers that you have, they need to pay attention to those lessons too.
Absolutely, and we get great feedback from our dealer partners, of course. So you got to listen closely. Our product development list is about 5 miles long. It never happens as quickly as we'd like. So to all of our owners out there, please keep feeding us great ideas. We'll get to them the best we can.
Jeff, thank you so much for visiting with us today.
Yes, of course, my pleasure.
Jeff Haradine with Barletta Boats, Pontoons, and I'm Alan Wendt at Dealer Week in Tampa.
Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for the full Dealer Week experience.